We have got something very unique water structure here. Let's hear it from the Guru himself. You can explain what is here. This is Suranga, isn't it?
Yeah. Should I come down?
Yeah, it's okay.
Suranga is an unique uh, water providing structure actually. It's not a water harvesting, you can say, not a water conservation structure actually. We are not pretty sure about the history. One has to dig a lot. But Kasaragod, my district, has very high number of Surangas and probably the only district having so much of Surangas. There is one school of thought that it has come through some Muslim traders who came to Kerala for buying spices long back. There is one school of thought. Another school of thought is that no, it is indigenous and all that. But one thing I can tell you is that there are similarities in Muslim ruled countries like Iran, where it is called qanats, Qanats. And about qanats, a lot of information is available, video is available, and I'm told that in Tehran, till very last few decades ago, the main water supply was from a qanat like this, and the lengthiest qanat in Iran stretched to 70 kilometers. And I am told some of these the surangas they have conserved and made some arrangements for the travelers or researchers to see. Actually, there is a potential for Suranga tourism. Now in Kasaragod, one family is slowly, doing this. People come after booking and all that. They serve some lunch in between. They show their Suranga. But what happens if you take people inside the Suranga? Then if you are drinking water from the same source, it becomes difficult.
Yeah.
Most of our Surangas, they are used for drinking water. There are some belts in Kasaragod like Bayaru in the coastal belt and also Bandarka near Cherkala that side. And some of the villages have very high population of Surangas. And we had a master Suranga digger by name Kunyambu who died 2 3 years ago. Probably the number of Surangas he has dug in his 1550, not 15, 50 years career. That record, there may not be any written document, but that record nobody can break because the Suranga diggers are slowly disappearing. Even now we have a few hand counts of Suranga diggers here and there, and getting Suranga dug is a very expensive job, number one. Number two, it's not a teamwork, it is a solo work. And it's very expensive, and you need a very courageous person to do that, because you should know the science of earth. If that starts, if there is a tendency to collapse and all these things. And Surangas are dug only during summer. And if you go to Bayaru village, each middle class farmer will be having 3 4 5 6 surangas like this. Surangas generally go to a, see, it is I always call it as a man-made caves for water. One best thing is you get best water 24 by 7 without any dependency on current or diesel or anything. 24 by 7 continuous supply. And that's very cool. If you go inside, it is as if central air conditioned. We have Suranga diggers here and there. And second thing is, here it is possible in only one kind of soil, laterite soil, which is not extremely hard and not extremely soft.
Yeah.
Because it should not fall down, it should not collapse while you are digging, it should not be very hard to dig. That should be this kind of soil. And you go on digging maybe 1 feet, a half a meter a day, and slowly you take a gradient so that whenever you hit the eye of water, it slowly comes, with the gravity force, it comes out.
Okay.
So this is how it is done. Generally, Surangas, they dig for 30 feet, 40 feet, up to 100, 200 feet like that. And mainly across the hillocks. This is a undulating topography, all of this area. Hills, big hills, slowly coming down, and you have a valley and all that. So from the valley you dig, you cut the hills, and sometimes you dig a suranga inside a well also, in well surangas.
Okay.
And to reduce the cost, some expert suranga diggers, they sit and dig, but bringing that soil outside is very very challenging. Very
So,
rarely in very huge, very lengthy surangas, they give a opening to the top, what is called is a air vent or something like that. Air vent has two purposes: one, to supply fresh oxygen into the digger; second is to take out the soil. The soil has to be physically taken out. So this is the general story of surangas. But compared to other traditional water providing structures like kere, that is kolam and all that, even well for that matter, suranga, the decline in suranga is a little bit lesser. And some of the surangas, probably even if they are not giving water around the year, you can do a little bit of recharging, very consciously building up at its in catchment belt, build up some canopy, some vegetation. That way you can ensure that more water gets percolated and your suranga gets live. But such efforts are not done. And the big unfortunate thing is the government departments, bureaucrats, revenue departments, nobody knows about Suranga here. Suranga is known only for the local people who get benefited. It's a much, much lesser known. Only one UK university did a big research on this, and they did a documentary also. They have come, they have enjoyed, but still many Keralians and our people around us still don't know, and many people don't have interest to know also.
yeah. So, if you want to see a Suranga inside a well, where it's there in Kasaragod district
No,
itself?
sir. Many wells will be having this, but these such wells, seeing it would be difficult, because when water is there, it will be
Yeah.
submerged. They dig it out only when the water comes very less. And nowadays, this ADA bore, horizontal bore well has come, probably it will give another blow for suranga digging, because this is inexpensive, very fast. Within one day, you can dig a ADA bore.
You told about Rajasthan connection of Addabur.
Yeah,
What exactly is
it is
that?
the Rajasthani people who excelled in this Adda bore first, and for two things. One is some, because of their own requirement, some emerged as a Adda bore diggers, and even the machinery was made available there. It's all jugaad, not very streamlined sort of thing, but and they started moving out. People started calling them. Goa is a good market for them. A lot of people come to Goa. And nowadays, in our area also, Suranga area, maybe 5 years ago, we searched, we cultivated 4 or 5 people, and finally invited one Govind Bhai here. So he came here, we did a good function, and presented him with a shawl, and gave publicity to the whole issue, maybe in February. And by May, in our area, it was one team working started, and by May there were 5 teams working. It was so popular, it became to the level of kidnapping Govind Bhai. Now every summer they silently come and do the job here.